Hello, my name is Zach. I own Whoppy Bricks. It's a Lego resale store in Wisconsin. It's actually the biggest Lego resale store in all of Wisconsin, 5,000 square feet. But today I'm going to show you around and show you what we do here at Whoppy and kind of what our store is all about. So, yeah, if you want to follow me, you can go right on inside the store after you. But yeah, here is our store. I think the initial wow factor of the big wall and all the sets is kind of a big deal. A lot of people walk in here and be like, holy crap, for when they come in here for the first time, just wow, just when you don't see it as often as I do. I mean, even I, when I come in here, it's just a whole wow factor when you walk in through the door. But yeah, and then when you pan over here, this is all the brickheads that Lego has made. There are a few that aren't here, like some of the Comic Cons. But if you start in the top left, you'll be able to see all of the brickheads starting from number one. If you go down, that's when it goes down by number. And the most recent ones go up to the top right of here, of the brickheads case. And we got the most recent ones right here with some of the Wally. We don't have some of the most recent ones, but we got a lot of them. And if you keep painting down, there's more of these Star Wars microfighters here. We got every Star Wars microfighter. There's some really cool ones in there. Microfighter line is gotta be one of the most underappreciated lines in Star Wars. And then under that, we got some really cool custom brickheads like Darth Maul, Thrawn, Gandalf. We got these off of Rebrickable. They're pretty cool models. And then under that, we got some of the cool Lego VIP coins and some other cool Lego merchandise. Just some kind of one-off stuff. Nothing too crazy, but just some cool stuff that Lego has made over the years. And under that, we got every single Lego planet set. Another really cool line. We got 12 planets here. But yeah, they look all really cool in that display case. Naboo, Coruscant, the Death Star. Really cool stuff. But yeah, let's pan over here. We got some displays up front. Right here is a Guess and Win Yoda. This one was a Target exclusive. Yeah, Target exclusive. You would have to go into a Target and try and guess how many bricks were used to make this Yoda. And if you guessed the closest out of all the entries, you actually won this store display. There was someone that came into the store recently and said that he actually won the store display and still owns it. But then over here, we got a Betrayal at Cloud City. We don't have the minifigures with it out for sale. We don't want anybody stealing them. They're pretty expensive minifigs. Let me put these instructions over here, and let's flip around this display case. This is a Lego City fighter display, store display, and you can actually move the ladder up and down right there. And over here, it moves the helicopter. So, pretty cool store display right there. We got another one over here. This one's going to be kind of harder to flip around, but I'll do it. We got a Chima store display. The Chima Mammoth, that's basically the Star Wars AT right there. But yeah, pretty cool store display. We got Mungus in the bottom left corner there too. He's pretty sweet. And then right over here, we got a Bricker Builds Mario. This thing is huge. I kind of want to get a big 6-foot sculpture too, but it's pretty expensive. So right now we're just rocking with Mario. But he's a really cool, big. This is completely made out of Lego by Bricker Builds. Right here are two Friends store displays, but we don't need to look at those. I'm not a huge fan of those. But we also I didn't even show off some of the sets that are over here. We got a lot of Jurassic World sets on this table. If you want to walk around there, you can see all the Jurassic World sets that we got. Don't have a ton right now, but if you like dinosaurs, we got some stock for you here. Jurassic World, like some of your older Jurassic World sets right there. And then on this table, we got some cool, unique gift with purchases, kind of odds and ends themes here. Cool builds. The Maze is a really popular one. Really popular Lego set here. Interactive set. You get to build it and then you get to play with it. Yeah, and then on this table, we got some Disney, some City, Next Nights, that kind of thing. So a lot of the themes that we don't have a ton of, they just kind of get mixed into one section. Yeah, that's what's going on there. There's some really old sets right here too. The Lego Dacta. But a lot of our I don't know, like my favorite themes are closer to the back end of the store, but we'll get to that later. We have a ton of Star Wars in the back. But yeah, I don't like to keep a lot of the super high end sets up front because the sun comes in. I don't want them getting sun damage or this box is fading. So we keep a lot of the good stuff, really good stuff in the back. Over here, this is the big wall. I mean, take a look at that. We got some big sets up top. We got retail sets, retired sets, all mixed into this big wall. We got an Indiana Jones store display down here. That one's super sweet. Mona Lisa up there just came out. That one's a really cool one. But yeah, if you keep panning over here, we got a Prince of Persia set. We got the Yoda. We got the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom right here. These two are insane. These are mint box RoboForce sets, brand new sealed in the box. You like never see these. It's absolutely insane. And if you keep going over to the right here, just we got a whole bunch more retired stuff. I mean, the Super Mario set there is pretty cool, but this Boba Fett Slave 1 set, this is an old set. It's not $15. That was originally $25.98, a 2-in-1 Slave 1 and Land Speeder. It's $500 now. Absolutely insane. Over here we got this Marvel superhero set, but you can just tell we have a lot of retired sets mixed in to the wall. I would say most of our inventory would be retired. But yeah, and then over here we got some white box sets. These are actually new in the in this white box still. They're just missing the box. We got the new tag on there, so you can get for a little cheaper. But yeah, camper van. We got the DC comic set, the Joust set, the Kingdom set up there is really cool. That is awesome. Yeah, let's keep going. Over here we got the 6979, another super old vintage set, Alien. That's a fiber optic. So these cords actually light up. It's a super unique vintage set, but that is brand new sealed in a really nice box. And I mean, as we go along here, we got the Porsche there, and we got Cloud City up there. That is a used set, but it is mint box, minifigs, instructions, parts. It even has the original plastic bags in there, and we got a custom acrylic case just for that set. It's made just for Cloud City. Perfect box. But then right here, we got some really cool vintage Legoland Space. But yeah, let's take a little break from the wall. We're over here. Let's look over here. This is kind of just a little odds and ends white shelf. We have some of the storage bricks here. Got a minifigure display case over here. This is a cool little minifigure pack. Someone must have put it over here. But yeah, we got some minifigure displays here. Some books. Some big 3D print figures up there too. We got Benny and Stan Lee. And then on this side, we got some blister packs, dimensions, some more bricker build stuff. Base plates, and there's some brand new base plates over here. And while we're here too, I want to take a look at this build a minifigure table. So this is our bin of shame garbage bucket, so people can put in stuff that doesn't belong. For some reason, people really think that these Trolls pieces aren't real Lego, but they are. But that's okay. So we have a ton of pieces here, as you can see. We got a whole Friends sorted bin. We got bins and bins of accessories, helmets, heads, torsos, legs, you name it. And our prices are pretty good. I mean, if you look up there, 1 for $4 or 3 for $10, that is pretty low pricing for build a minifigure. So if you want to come do that for pretty cheap, you can right here at Whoppy. We have a really good selection too. So let's keep going back to the big wall, and then we'll get to these tables in the middle here. But yeah, if you look at this wall, we got more really cool stuff like Atlantis. We got the Harry Potter Diagon Alley, Queen Anne's Revenge. We got a store display here, Jedi Starfighter and Django Slave 1. This one is for sale. It's $1,500 or $2,000, one of the two, but that is only local. We wouldn't be able to ship that. And then up here, we got Sultan Hoth. We got the UCS Y-Wing, UCS X-Wing, and UCS Falcon. The UCS Y-Wing and X-Wing are both sealed in excellent boxes. And we got some cool built Technic sets up here too. Built Venator. This set is super cool. Gotta love that Rex fig. And we got the Taj Mahal, UCS Gunship, and this pretty sick store display. This has got to be the best store display that Lego has ever made. But yeah, it's all the 2013 Lego Star Wars minifigures and a really cool setup right there. But underneath that too, we ran out of space for some stuff, so we got this really big Lego Friends display. That one's pretty cool. Someone brought in all three of the Friends displays. And on this big wall for you Harry Potter fans, we can look over this briefly, but oh, yeah, and over there, sorry, I forgot to mention that, but we got some pretty cool wall art right there, some minifigs, the original prototype design for the Lego minifigure and the Lego brick. So kind of a cool little nugget in the corner of the store there. But yeah, over here we got a whole bunch of Harry Potter sets. We have a big Harry Potter selection. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you know where to go. It's swappy bricks, a lot of sealed sets on that wall. And then right over here, this is kind of like our holiday section, Speed Champions. We got a whole bunch of Christmas sets here. Looks like people have picked through it a good amount. But yeah, Speed Champions, holiday sets. You can look around there if you'd like. And but yeah, we got on this table too. There's a lot of superheroes, like on these next 4 tables or 3 tables, I should say. A lot of superheroes. We got Marvel, DC. Yeah, feel free to just take a look around those tables. We got some really cool sets on there. I'm a big fan of like all these superhero sets. Infinity Gauntlet, Nan Gauntlet. Yeah, that's a really cool one. But yeah, What If? I think that was a highly underrated series. And I just want to highlight this one over here before you take a look at that table. Check out this one, Avenjet Space Mission. That Space Iron Man figure is super sweet. Super sweet. But yeah, this table looks like we got a little bit more DC. Someone flipped this box upside down, probably a shopper because the bottom of the box is damaged, so it's hard to stay up. But we're going to put that up there and rest it right there for now. But yeah, keep going along here. We got some cool DC sets like the limited edition 1989 Batmobile. And then over here, we got some more Marvel sets. I'm just going to push these up to the front. We must have sold a good amount of those since I last checked. But yeah, keep going around here. More Marvel. A Marvel selection has dwindled down a little bit. We had a lot of retired stuff, but people love retired Marvel. You know, we got some of the newer stuff too. That's most of our Marvel right there in those 3 sections. And then if you go over here, we have a lot of our white box sets here. We got some really old vintage stuff. Like, check this out. This is a mint box Chicago Skyline. Right here, this is a really old castle set that's used with the instructions complete. This is the Air Jitsu Temple from Avatar. Yes, there's some really cool things on here. These are some like Japan exclusive gift with purchases. Very unique Lego items right there. But yeah, this is kind of our odds and ends shelf. We got some cool old school Space Place in Atlantis mini boxes down there too. Yeah, we don't have to look at that shelf anymore. I kind of want to highlight all the used sets over here on this wall. We got some big shelves with some very high-end Lego sets. Got some UCS sets on the wall, like the Y-Wing, you know, the ATSC, Vader's tie. We got a Simpsons house up there too. That one's very popular. We have some blank spots on there right now. It's from after the weekend. We just sold some stuff on there, so gotta restock that. But yeah, more sets up here. We got some modulars, the UCS Blockade Runner, the original UCS A-Wing, some big Technic sets, Palace Cinema. So yeah, some really nice sets in there. But yeah, then let's take a look at these bombshells right here. We got a whole bunch of CMFs up top. So these are retired. You can grab a bag. This one, you can tell has been felt pretty heavily. Someone's definitely feeling up that bag, trying to get the right figure that they want. And yeah, it's pretty cool, I think, to open some CMFs that are sealed. Down here, we have some more used built sets like the MTT, Bell at the Blackgate. Some really cool ones in there. And we got some cheap ones. So if you can get some of the big sets, or if you just want something small, we got some small sets. We got a lot of vintage sets in there too. Check out that Black Falcon's Castle. Very cool set. Yeah, that one's only $20 right there, that Inside set. So you can get some pretty good deals buying the used sets. We got some more over here. Nothing crazy in this case. Do have that Anakin's Jedi Starfire with the Saj Ventress. That is a pretty cool set. And up here, we do carry some Citizen Brick minifigs. I'm really big fan of their Procs and what they do. So I thought it'd be cool to have them in the store, a little cool addition. And then over here, we got some. Come on. Over here, we got some Speed Champion sets. We got some other random sets in there too, like the Mindstorm set, gift with purchase, Amelia Earhart. The Amelia Earhart one's only $17. That one will sell pretty quick. We just put that one out. And I forgot to mention this wall too while we were up here. This is a whole bunch of Lego CMFs. This is every series, starting from Series 1. If you want to get close, you can see it, but it's Series 1, and it goes down to Series 2, Series 3, and it goes all the way across. We got every single one up until Marvel Series 2 at the way end over here. So we are going to have to update that pretty soon. But that is everything for the Marvel, or I should say, the collectible minifigure line. People always ask us when they come in here, are these minifigures for sale? And I want to say yes, but I can't break up the collection. It's a very cool collection to have. So these are some of the Video Series 2s. These ones are actually pretty rare. It's surprising, but they are pretty rare. This Goop guy, I'm just seeing, this is the first time I've seen that minifigure. That is a super sick fig. But yeah, let's keep going. I'm pretty sure I showed this table. I don't know if I showed this table, but it's just some retail sets. A lot of the flowers. People like the flower sets a lot. But that is pretty much the whole front half of the store. We still have to go over this a little bit. We got some more odds and ends and white boxes on here. A few highlights. We got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A random sealed Bionicle up here. And yeah, just some cool older themes like the Ninjago crane. It's a pretty cool set. This is like a really old vintage set right here. $120 used, verified complete with the box. So some cool items. But over here, this is just kind of more odds and ends poly bags and pieces, minifigures. I just actually made these. These are premium parts bags where you can buy like a whole bag of foliage for $10. Had all this custom made. Obviously, the parts are Lego, but just made these premium Lego parts bags. We'll definitely have more of these in the future. Kind of want to have a whole, like this section be premium Lego parts. And we made a custom Giannis here too. We're in Wisconsin, so pretty cool custom Giannis. Only made 100 of these. These are Wappy Bricks exclusives, in-store exclusives. And then if we go over here, we got a whole lot of Star Wars. So this whole wall right here is Star Wars, and these two tables are Star Wars. Walk around these tables really quick, and just so you can see kind of the selection we have, you can just walk pretty quick. There's nothing insane on these tables, in my opinion, relative to the rest of the stuff that we have. Some of the smaller sets and some more retail sets, but we do have some retired on there. And then right here, more of the same. A few retired, but a lot of more recent retired and some retail stuff. But still, I mean, they're Star Wars, they're great sets. We'll get to these display cases later. Let's start with all of this stuff over here. First off, though, we do have some really cool custom mosaics up top that we do have for sale, but those are some of the original Lego mosaics. But we also have some cool ones like the Child, Boba Fett, and then some more over here. I think that's a Beatles character. Yeah, it is a Beatles character. I'm not a big Beatles fan. And then we got Jack Sparrow. Those were custom made using the Lego Batman mosaic and then some instructions we found online. But we had 4 more, and they sold because they're super sweet. We had a Cad Bane that was a 2-in-1 pack of the mosaics, and we also had a Walter White. I don't remember. I think we had a Michael Jordan as well. But yeah, let's keep going over here. We'll start on this side of Star Wars. Up here, we got a UCS Falcon. This thing is super impressive built. If you have a UCS Falcon, I would highly recommend displaying it like this and getting a stand. I don't think it looks nearly as good flat. And it takes up a lot more space horizontally and then vertically. Technically the same amount of space, but it's a lot easier to display, in my opinion, vertically. But yeah, just some cool sets on here. Vader's Castle is a highlight. Hailfire Droid and Spire Droid. Very nice set here. This is an example of how we do our verified complete set. So if you see a box like this with a verified complete sticker on it, it means it has all the parts and all the figures. But yeah, this is this Hailfire Droid and Spire Droid set. Very cool set right here. Got some more sets over here. We have a whole bunch of buildable characters. So if you like buildable characters, we have a wide selection of those. We had a collector bring them in that had every single buildable character ever. So that's kind of how we got all that. Yeah, and then more over here, we got, more retired stuff mixed in with the sealed stuff, like Jabba's Palace, brand new sealed. It is a damaged box, but it's still brand new sealed. Parts are all in there, obviously, in sealed boxes. Over here, we got some more really cool sets. Resistance Bomber up here, Republic Swamp Speeder. That one's an old one. This is such a big box for 176 pieces. Look at this box. This is the same box size as a TIE Bomber, 625 pieces. It feels very light, and this is a very zoomed in picture. It's kind of crazy that that Lego put that in that big of a box. But yeah, Bad Batch Shuttle. This is another one that recently retired. That is an excellent set with all the Bad Batch minifigs. Over here, we got some more Lego Star Wars sets. A lot of helmets. Resistance ITS Transport. That's a retired one. And then got a UCS AT up here. And this is kind of where we start. It's kind of weird because we have a ton of the more recent sets. And then we just got in a recent collection that had a ton of vintage sets. So it starts down here with some of the smaller ones, like the speeder bike one. These are all use verified complete in like new condition. And we slowly scale up here. We get some more bigger sets, like Watto's Junkyard. We got a Mos Espa Pod Race. The Pod Racing Bucket in excellent condition. We got some more sets down here. Some cool ones on the bottom, too. We got a lot of vintage sets. These ones are super popular, and it's pretty hard to find them in as good of condition as we have with the box and the instructions. So yeah, cool ones. Imperial Landing Craft. Can't go wrong with those. And when you buy them used, you get them for a cheaper price. Like this Imperial Landing Craft, sealed is going to probably run you maybe $300 right here. $100 used, verified complete, with everything included in excellent condition. And then right here, we got our Pick-a-Brick selection. So this is all color sorted and a few other sorting options. This is not color sorted, it's sorted by brick. So got a whole bunch of bricks in here. If you're trying to build a mock, it's going to be easier to build a brick. We got yellow, blue, red, white. This is our bin of shame. Yep, we got some garbage in there, so people can just throw them in there if they come across some fake Lego or some garbage. We got Technic here as well. We got grays, blacks, wheels. And underneath, we do have some white bins for sorting with some more of the, specialty colors like brown, pink, purple, green, tan. And then over here, we got some more transparents, orange, all that stuff. And then over here, we got some Friends instructions, City instructions, Creator, Star Wars. We do have instructions listed on Bricklink, but these are some of the ones that I didn't necessarily think were worth it to list on there, so we put them underneath the tables in case people need them. Right here, we got some brick shell cases. These ones are super cool for displaying minifigures, and they have single minifigure display cases as well, and some ship stands. I know these are pretty awesome for displaying Lego Star Wars ships, helmet cases, just cool stuff. They have display cases for sets, minifigures, you name it. Over here, these display cases are where we put some more of our built sets and our minifigures, put some animals in here too, but we got some really big sets here too. That crane, super cool set, absolutely massive crane. That's gotta be one of my favorite Technic sets. Got some Star Wars builds in there, obviously. But yeah, some really cool stuff. I am always trying to expand the minifigure selection, so eventually I want this whole case to be full of minifigures, but for now, it's kind of a blend of minifigures and sets. It's kind of fun. I like it. Up top is where we keep some more of the bigger sets. A lot of UCS sets end up going there, stuff that won't fit in the display case. The biggest sets that we have in the display case are actually the Technic cars. We got the Porsche there, the Daytona, Bugatti Chiron, and the Lamborghini. We used to have the Porsche 911, the orange one there, but someone bought it. And then over here, we just got more figures. These white stands I really like. I'll probably be getting more of those. They fit more figures. I'm just kind of waiting for them to ship to me. But yeah, there's a cool little Batman display right there. We got a whole bunch of those Batman figs in the other day. Roman Centurion down there. Batman is really cool. You should show that. You should take a look at that one. Really cool with the shield and the sword. Figures can be just so cool. Gotta appreciate them. And over here, this is a really cool case. We have a ton of Comic-Cons. let's start at the top right. We got the Supergirl, Martian Manhunter. Minecraft one isn't a Comic-Con, but we got some expensive ones in there. Rocket, Doctor Who, that's an expensive Brickheads. And then, like, check this out. You're going to want to look from that side, but whole bunch of Comic-Cons in their acrylic cases. Just so many bangers. The Wonder, or the Spider-Woman right there is $6,000 by itself. We got Deadpool, Duck, Cowboy, Sheriff Deadpool, Bizarro. So some really cool Comic-Cons, really hard to find. And then down here, we got some more cool sets, more Comic-Cons. These Star Wars Comic-Con display cases are super rare. And keep going down, we got a Wild West set down there as well. But that is everything inside that display case. Got a whole bunch of Comic-Cons, really rare stuff. That is everything from the sale floor. Now let's kind of go into what we do in the back side of our store. This is kind of an inventory processing room slash inventory dump off room slash streaming room. This is a spot where we just kind of put all the extra stuff when we're not, when we don't have the space for it anywhere else, and we just have to put stuff aside. These are some local pickup orders. These are some used collections that we just got in. And then this wall we have some parts on. There's some sets up there that we're waiting on Bricklink orders to complete. This is minifigure parts and accessories for a Whatnot stream, and this is for a Gear Whatnot stream. And if you haven't heard of Whatnot, it's an online dollar start, or however you want to do it, online selling live streaming platform where we'll go live on there and we will, dollar start stuff and sell stuff. If you sign up with the link in the description of this video, you actually get $15 off your first purchase on Whatnot. Highly recommend checking it out. We go live on there at least once a week. And then over here, I should mention too, we actually go live on there pretty much every single Friday where we walk around the store and you can buy whatever you want there and it'll ship to you. So if you're not local, you can still, buy from us and have fun, be a part of our community. Over here, we just have some Lego minifigure stands. It's just kind of odds and ends stuff. Whole bunch of Star Wars minifigures on that one. And then this room, this is where we stream. This is another where we put inventory. We got a huge collection here that we have to process. But this is my sister actually designed this room or did the artwork for this room. We got a whole bunch of Star Wars art in here. We do a whole bunch of Star Wars streams in here. So I thought it'd be really cool to deck it out and make it super awesome. It used to be a party room, but we don't do birthday parties anymore. So now it's a Whatnot streaming room. And then right here, all these buckets are full of minifigures. And I want to say like 90% of them are Star Wars. Got something big in the works for a big Whatnot stream with the Lego Star Wars. And yeah, that is pretty much this room. All these bins that are lying on the ground are from a minifigure stream that we did last night, where we auction off a whole bunch of minifigures. Each one contains a minifigure from a Whatnot stream. So if you're looking for minifigures, we auction those off on Whatnot as well. This is a pretty cool bucket right here. We got some really rare Lego minifigures in this bucket. I mean, check this out. Cloud City Boba just chilling in here. And we got stuff like the Yuletide Pilot, Finch Dallo, Chrome Vader, Django, Queen Amidala, Revan. Just a whole bunch of figures in this one. This bucket, I mean, look for yourself. But yeah, some Darth Revan polybags in there too. Whole bunch of stuff. It's going to be, it's kind of insane. But yeah, let's keep walking around. That is that room in a nutshell. And let's go to the back. So back here is just more storage for sets, minifigures, all that stuff. We got some huge shelves from Uline to stock some sets that we have a lot of that we bought on good deals and we just don't have space to put them out in the store. We've got a lot of stock of them. But yeah, we also got some cool t-shirts in here. You can kind of tell what they are, but it's the Lego Star Wars video game on the front, and on the back is Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, the loading screen. This is some parts that we just had sorted out from one of our bulk sorters. And we just have some cool sets in here, like the 10179 UCS Falcon. We actually have 2 of those right now, and a third one on the sale floor. So if anyone wants one, let me know. I could definitely use them being taken off my hands. And then over here, we have been working through a Lego Star Wars collection that we got in. You can kind of see it, but we got a bunch of sets over here that we are working on getting through. We did a good amount of progress on it. These are all verified. We just need to order some parts for them, and these are all verified, complete with the box instructions. So some really nice ones on there. And then we still have to go through this pile right here and some of these sets up here. Which reminds me, there was another really cool part about that collection that I forgot to show in this room. And here is the item I'm talking about. This is the Lego Star Wars Cube. It's worth around $4,500, exclusive 271 of 500. One of Stormtrooper's glue wore off on the legs, so we'll have to fix that, but it's easy. The front of it pops off, so that's easily fixable. We'll just put that back there. But that was a pretty sweet collection, a pretty sweet item from that collection. He also had a chrome gold C-3PO, but I'm not totally sure where that is right now, so won't be able to show it, unfortunately. Yeah, if we keep going back here, this shelf is more the same with a whole bunch of sealed sets up here. And then we got some back stock of sorted colors. We just can't fit them out here, but we got gray, red, black, and white parts in there, more grays in there. We had 2 whole buckets of extra parts of grays. And then on that wall, there's some more CMF sealed and Christmas set sealed. We have a whole bunch of them. These Woo bins up here are our Bricklink store. We got some sets and parts on our Bricklink store. I would recommend checking that out. I'll put a link in the description for our Bricklink store, so you can go check that out and see if you want to buy anything. But we got a whole bunch of Disney figs listed on there too. Tons of Disney Series 2 CMFs. All right, let's go to the back. But yeah, I know it's kind of a mess in our back areas, but I just make sure to keep the front area and the shopping area clean. And then, it is what it is at the back area when you're working through collections. And these filing cabinets, we got some sorted instructions. So we listed a bunch of instructions on our Bricklink store. So if you need instructions, go check our Bricklink store out. We have a ton of instructions listed on there. Right here is a pad printer that I've been trying to pad print Lego minifigures, but I wasn't having the greatest success with them. You can kind of see some of what I was working on. I had some P2 Wolfpack helmets right here that just didn't turn out perfectly. There were a few errors in the vents, and they came out pretty well, but just wasn't perfect. I do need to get around to it. This is an expensive machine that I just haven't had time to master yet. And it's a very gate-kept thing in the community, pad printing, so I definitely could use some help with this machine getting some products out. Back here, we just have some more parts. I went through a lot of test prints with these Wolfpacks. If you look down here, and yeah, I probably wasted a lot of parts. I really want to perfect it, and I just haven't been able to. It's been pretty frustrating. But yeah, back here we have some more Lego boxes, shipping boxes. We got a lot of our stuff from Uline, so always got to keep stuff on hand. We got plastic bags in here and a lot of boxes, so we make sure we always have the supplies we need to ship stuff out. This is just some tents and some sandbags, so whenever we go to events, we can set up a tent and that kind of thing. Yeah, over here, this is our shipping area. We got more boxes over here, and this is where we pack and ship a lot of our orders. These are just some parts that would do well in a Bricklink store. Haven't had time to put them in, but there's some decent parts in here. It just takes a lot of time to list stuff on Bricklink. Back here, this is just kind of where we stack up garbage until it needs to go out. And then inside here is our Bricklink room. It's not being fully used right now, but we do use a good amount of instructions. And we also mix ink back here. And that's our air compressor for the pad printer. The lights in here are horrible, so you don't want to stay in here for too long. Let's get out of here. Geez, gonna get a seizure. Not really, though. More boxes in that room. Nothing crazy. And yeah, that is this back area. We could venture up there too. There's some, if you dare walk up these steps, be careful. But there is some more stuff up there that we can take a look at. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. Yeah, up here, it's just some more storage. We got a whole bunch of boxes. I don't even know what's in here. Wait a second. I think there's Squishmallows in here, or blankets. I don't know. My parents and siblings just kind of stack stuff up here sometimes. Like, my siblings sell Squishmallows. This was a whole bucket full of Squishmallows. You should take a look at this. just a whole big bucket of Squishmallows. But yeah, we got some other stuff right there. I got a whole bunch of 501st battle packs over there that I'm just kind of holding. Think they'll be a good one to invest in. And this is some cool stuff over here. This is my personal collection here. I've talked about that in my week of the life vlog. But yeah, some cool sets in there. And I got some more personal collection items in this bucket. And I got a Resistance bomber right there. Finch Owl, we're holding it for someone who's paying in installments. But yeah, that's this area. We also got some bikes over there. My family likes to go biking, but apparently this is a space that they like to keep stuff. But yeah, let's go back down the steps. Be really careful walking down these. It can be pretty dangerous. I've fallen down these at least once. Yeah, watch your step. That is pretty much everything in the store. I appreciate you taking the time to go on this tour with me. This wraps up our store tour. Before you head out, though, I just want to say you can come shop with us in person at 822 South Main Street, West Bend, Wisconsin, 53095. Description will have that address. And you can also shop with us online at wabibricks.com. Our brick link, our whatnot, all will be in the description. You can also sell your collection to us. Just go to our store to trade stuff in, or you can send an email to selltowabi@gmail.com. But thank you for coming on this journey with me. I'm sure I will be seeing you soon, whether it is in person, online, or in a future video. Have a great day.